Aubrey by Bread. So this is one of the beautiful songs I've heard, and this is being played in the key of G. And the intro of this song goes like this. So first, we start with this G chord. It's an incomplete G chord, and your picking pattern would be like this. So start with your bass, followed by the third string, first and second together, and then third string again. So this picking pattern would go on until the end of the song, so all throughout the song basically. And the only change that you have is your bass. So it's gonna be either fourth, fifth, or sixth string depending on your chord. So for this first chord you have, our bass will be on the fourth string. So following your picking pattern, so bass, third string, first and second, and then third string again. Going to your next chord, which is B minor 7 over F sharp. And then next chord will be E minor, an incomplete E minor, followed by G major 7 over D, followed by C, C over B, C over A, and then C over D. Alright, so let's play that slowly. So it's G, B minor 7 over F sharp, E minor, G major 7 over D, C, C over B, C over A, and then C over D. Then from here, your first verse starts. So it's basically the same as the intro. And Aubrey was her name, a not so very ordinary girl, a name, but who's to blame? So from here, you'll be using a different chord. Well, basically, it's still G chord, but in a different form. And who's to blame? Your picking pattern stays the same. After G, you go to G over F sharp, and then E minor. Alright, so that's and who's to blame? For a love. So on this part, you will be using B7 over E flat. For a love, D6, that wouldn't bloom. So this one is E minor over C sharp, followed by C major 7, for the hearts that never played in June. So this is G over B, followed by G major 7 over B. So let's play that again. So we have B7 over E flat, for a love, followed by D6, that wouldn't bloom, E minor over C sharp, C major 7, for the hearts that never played, G over B, in June. G major 7 over B. And then after that, we play A minor 7. So, like a lovely melody, G major 7 over B. Everyone, that's C. Then going back to G major 7 over B. So we repeat that pattern twice. Like a lovely melody that everyone can sing. Take away the words that rhyme, it doesn't mean a thing. Then from here we go to C sharp diminished. Doesn't mean a thing. And then C over D again. And then from here, you will be transitioning to the second verse. So to do that, we go with D7 suspended 4, and then going to D7. Doesn't mean a thing. D7 suspended 4, going to D7, and then going back to your incomplete G chord. And then here, you have your second verse. So basically, the chords and the progression are the same as your first verse. So let's jump on the last part of your first chorus. So here, maybe I was absent or... Alright, so that's A minor 7, followed by G major 7 over B. The same pattern as before. So maybe I was absent or was listening too fast, catching all the words but then the meaning going past. Okay, so this is still C sharp diminished. So going to your second chorus, instead of going to C over D and then D7 suspended 4, we now go with the G chord. That's catching all the words but then the meaning going past. And then after this, we go with B7 over E flat again. And God, I miss the girl. Alright, so this is E minor. You can also tap the 6th string as your bass. And I'd go. This is E minor over F. And you can also use this as your bass. 6th string, 1st fret. And I'd go 1,000 times around the world. This one is C over E. Just to be closer to her. Alright, so this is C minor over E flat. Closer to her than to me. So this is the same as your intro. So the next part, which will be your final verse. So it uses the same progression that you've used on the first verse of this song. So let's jump on the last part of your last chorus. And how I miss the girl, and I'd go a million times around the world just to say she had been mine for a day. So that's it. You rest with the G major chord.